nice, nice.
Hey, get all flat top.
Give it a shave.
On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we keep working on the Camaro, and you guys were right about the gas tank. It doesn't fit. So this is the 69 one, and we just made it a 67 one. That's the 67 maker right there. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and today we are here with the 67 Camaro, and we came out and literally, it looks like we did a lot, but we haven't done that much today. We pulled out this bulkhead cover right there under the brake master, that cover. We're gonna zip a little U in that because obviously it's a pretty replaceable cover. And that will sit on the Holley harness, and we will have our EFI harness installed. And we already shoved it through the hole, so it's where it needs to be. And inside, I just took the gauges out, which was kind of a fight. You have to pull the bolts off the column, the nuts off the column, that is. And then you can expose everything in the dash. So now that we've got a little room, and you can see the Holley harness sitting right here with all of our fan relays, it's time to get the Terminator mounted inside the dash. And once the Terminator's mounted, I mean, we're basically done, aren't we? I feel like throttle cable and fuel.
Throttle cable, cat back.
Yeah, we gotta put the exhaust on. Well, we don't have to put the exhaust on.
We definitely won't for the first time.
I mean, you know.
That's a thing.
Straight piped.
Yeah. Oh, they glass. Where's Ryan?
Where is our glass? I'm gonna have to send a message right now. We're a couple days behind on glass. We're in trouble. So, that's basically it. I'm going to get that Terminator mounted up inside the dash somewhere. I don't know where yet, but we'll get some light in there and figure out where we can fit that thing's footprint. I'd like to put all those relays beside it, so I kind of plan on building a little metal plate that we can screw everything to. It's time for the last trip to O'Reilly's to finish the Camaro. This is a monumental occasion, so you guys are coming with me on this one. It's probably taken 30 or 40, but I think we're finally there. It's probably not, but it probably is. And we have arrived out here in the Daily Driver F250. Anyway, hopefully the last trip. I'm sticking to it for now. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Thanks, guys.
See you, man.
Hopefully the end of the trail of the Camaro.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. I started to say Trailblazer because there were some people here that needed help in the parking lot. We tried to get it running for them, but we couldn't get it. They had a bunch of strange codes about cooling fan speed and stuff like that. And the codes had never been cleared, so we tried to clear it, but then the battery was dead. We couldn't try to crank it. And we tried to get them on the road. This car is really starting to look like something. So now we start on the long, tedious process, which I'm going to just kind of hide here in the garage for the next few hours and just lay under the car and do the fun stuff. So right now you can see we've got the wiring harness coming out of the firewall where I showed you guys. And we got the throttle pedal out of there because that throttle pedal is going away, the old like shaft drive one, and we're going to a cable drive. The cable drive makes it possible for us to run this throttle body right there. And we have the bracket coming for the throttle cable. And that's really kind of the end of what has to get done on the car. Of course, we have a full exhaust. I keep forgetting that we need to bolt the exhaust on at some point, but do we? I mean, do we need to bolt the exhaust on? Open header is kind of cool with long tubes. So anyway, this right here, I'm going to move this whole bundle right where all the tape is, right back into that area right above the transmission right there, and then start routing all the rest of the wires to try to hide it all. I really want this to look like, you know, it does with no wires on it at all. It's kind of the goal here. Yeah, lots of time. And if you see my fan harness down there, I'm kind of in love with it. I did that one this morning. That wire runs straight down the edge of that fan. All the wires are bundled up, and then there's the weather pack connector for the fans. Fuel tank, as you saw, got the same treatment, and it's got another 4-pin weather pack with the sender and the pump, and I mean, it's all weather pack, all really nice. Oh, and hey, the transcooler's done. Take a look at the transcooler. So Josh got all those lines routed and terminated those. We are really just about there. Under the car with me here for just a second. I'm about to put the starter on, but I wanted to show you all the wiring before the starter actually goes in. Right there you can see our ICT billet engine mounts and our knock sensors, crank sensor. That stuff all fits just perfectly right around the transmission. And over here on the driver's side, you can see the knock sensor over there. It is all hooked up. And now we're ready to mount the starter right there. As soon as you start routing these wires, everything kind of cleans up. It looks way better already. I think one of the keys to locating all this too is the oil pressure sensor. Hook that one up first. That's kind of what I do. And then start going from there. and you'll need to access the back of both heads, which is a lot of fun to get your cylinder head crowns in there. And those, like the 15s that came off, put those back in. And then the wideband had so much extra cable that I have it coming up over the transmission and all the way over here and back. I've got a lot of the wire hidden so far, and as we keep going, even more will disappear. And over here, basically like all of this hooks right up to the front. I mean, this is literally, it all just sits right here. So that all just goes under the intake and hides. Oh, it's late. I'm quitting for the night. So as you can see, it's basically wired now. The battery's in. All the power wires to the Holley over there are ran. I mean, we're ready to drop the thing on. Really all that's left is engine grounds. So we need to, of course, ground these to the heads. You just put the bolt through that goes in the back of the head. It's gonna be a tight fit. I do kind of want to hold off on that until our throttle gets here tomorrow-ish, something like that. We overnighted a bunch of parts today. Hopefully it's the last order for the whole thing. I think it is. And yeah, ground straps to the engine, to the chassis, and hook the battery up over there. Just throw the terminals on it. And of course the Terminator itself, the wires, the big blocks need plugged in, and I think we're just gonna put it up under the dash for now and put some temporary security on it, like a zip tie. Anyway, that'll get an actual plate when the new dash goes in and all that good stuff. I think this thing looks beautiful. Obviously it looks a little incomplete, but you literally just set the intake on and then plug all those wires into the intake. And of course the injectors are on the intake as well. So there's the injectors, there's everything else we need. And I'll show you guys when we plug that stuff in. So, tons of progress today, as you can see, and it was a lot of finishing stuff. The fuel tank's in, fuel line's in. I mean, just about everything's in. Waiting for parts that everything should be here at 10:30 in the morning tomorrow, I think. Oh, it's time for a windshield. Would it be easier to get all of this off instead of pulling it off in pieces?
Oh yeah, I can cut it. It's
Okay.
gonna be.
I was like, I'll pull it all off. But yeah, it'd probably be a lot easier.
Yep.
This is gonna be so cool. Better than the old cracked, faded glass that was who knows how old. Pump. And it's getting black primer all the way along the edge.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be cool.
Make a border.
That'll help clean up this. And now all the old urethane is out of there and cleaned up. It's gonna look really good until we take it back out in a month. Time to make the super secret black border. Oh, this is gonna be fancy.
Oh yeah.
And the windshield now has a nice black border, and that nice black border solves these problems for the show. I don't think we're gonna keep this glass either after we just discussed it. This glass has this tint line on it, and the factory glass should not have had a tint line. So whenever it gets redone, this one was cheap. It was what, like 70 bucks or something?
Yeah.
It was pretty cheap. This actually costs more than the tintless glass that is a better quality. So when it gets redone, it'll be correct. This is all we could get right now. Yeah, that'll look amazing once it goes on because the blacks will complement each other and just disappear. Yep. So that'll be sweet. Frosting the Camaro with the Milwaukee.
Is it black licorice?
Yeah.
Flavor?
It's the candy factory. I love that. How are you gonna deal with the gyro?
Just put more urethane.
I'm sure you're not used to doing installs with giant holes in the body.
Not every day.
No. One of these sides.
This side.
All right, cool. Going in. Perfect timing. Are you good?
Yep.
Maybe I'm good too, but it's pretty far over.
How far away from the side are you?
About a half, maybe a little. I would guess.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you're good.
Just start hitting.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's, yeah, those deals sit in there now.
Let it squish. Well, you nailed it again, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
Looks good. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Now we just need to, I don't know, if we can get that chrome trim back on there, that'd be cool. So, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shopwatchjrgo.com where you get cool shirts, not like this. And please, like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. Sort of. sort of, and and we got new wires, and sort of, and on the way. We picked this up, but that's probably not going to get it done.